Hello everyone, this is for all the people who are going through the K-1 visa process. It doesn't matter which country you're bringing your fiance here to the United States, that this particular website has been very beneficial and helpful to me and to many other people who have recommended it to. I strongly suggest that you give this website a long study because it can be very helpful. I know that when I shared this with my fiance who was there in the Philippines, she shared it with other people and it's helped them with a lot of problems and even helped them with saving some money and a lot of headache. This website's called Visa Journeys. I've used it in addition with some other websites, but this one I have found most beneficial. After going to the Philippines and chatting and emailing and writing and talking on the phone and visiting the Philippines, I decided that I wanted to marry my Filipina fiance girlfriend and bring her to the United States. So upon coming back home to the United States, I did some researching and I found this website to be very beneficial. I like it because they tell you what particular things you need to do and the order you need to do them in. The first thing I did was I filed the K-129F. The I-129F is right over here. This is immigration checklist for teen and test. So it tells you what you need to do beforehand. And actually I read this before when I went over to the Philippines, so I knew exactly what I would need to do beforehand. And that was basically compiling evidence of a relationship. I had our visa, our chat logs and pictures, our correspondence, our letters, any presents that I've sent to my then girlfriend and so forth. But this here also tells you in detail, of course, what you'll need. Like I did pictures, hotel receipts, travel itineraries, receipts of different things, of places where we went, and all that. All that just proves additional proof of you have a bona fide relationship. Pictures with family members and friends, and things of that nature. So when I came back to the United States, I promptly filed the I-129F, submitted my proof. So as I was saying, that after I got all the proof and evidence, I filed the I-129F, you pay the fee, and then you wait for the notice of action 1. Basically, it's a receipt. They send it to you by mail, or I believe you can check it online now, that tells you that the government has received your packet and will start to process it. That's probably the quickest part. One thing I like about the timeline, it shows you right here, when I filed, I sent it October 14, 2011. I received my notice of action October 27, 2011. Then comes the next part, the notice of action 2. That's the long part because I had to wait from October, November, December, January, February. So that's the next wave point or waiting point of when you expect to receive something. So that can take anywhere between 3 months, 6 months, or 9 months. One thing I like about this particular website that I strongly suggest too, if you don't have a lawyer, or even if you do have a lawyer, you still can subscribe to this website. It's free. That's a really nice, good thing. It's free, and this website helps out other people. What I did when I started is that I looked for 3 people who had started a month or 2 months, I forgot which one it was, I have to go back and look, ahead of me. So I can ask them a question. Hey, did you receive your notice of action? Or did you, how far have they progressed? Make sure that you choose the same person the right person who's going through the same service center as you are. It wouldn't help you at all if you choose someone else who's not flying through the California Service Center, for example, or the Texas Service Center. You want to choose the same one who's going through the same process for your country. Like for me, I went through the California Service Center for the Philippines, for the Manila consulate there. You wouldn't want to choose someone, let's say, from Australia or England. That wouldn't help you out, because you need to find out what's going on for your particular group or batch of people who are going through the same thing. Because that's real important to have relevant information. So as I said, I had 3 people in front of me, so I could ask them how things were going. I could look at their timelines. I could ask them questions. They were helping me, and it's nice to know kind of what's going down the pipeline, if things are taking an extra long time, and how things are progressing for them. Then I subscribed to 2 other people's timelines, and I watched them, what they were doing. So if I said, hey, I just sent my paperwork in, what's taking so long? And I know, the other person said, nope, they didn't get the notice of action, or they didn't receive any information, or they had a problem. The other 2 people could help me, or I could help the other 2 people, because we're pretty much doing the same thing. And then last of all, I would help 3 people after I got about a month or so behind, or 3 months. I'm sorry about that. I would help 3 people who are just started, and I would tell them, what's going on. I did this. I'm past the I-129F, and I'm waiting for my NOA2. I've done that already too. Got my notice of action. There's gonna be a long wait, and then I would say and help them what they needed to do for the next part, filling things out if they needed to do the next thing.